We just expose them to a variety of different scents. So things like soil, rubber, leather is day 14, so they sniff that. They sniff soil, like they'll experience that. So some of the things they'll experience in day to day, and then some things to actually have a trigger response. So that's the scent portion of it. And then when we do our handling, it's a maximum of about 30 seconds. They're held upright for 5 seconds.
Yeah, nice head on them.
Very relaxed, actually. Downright, they don't usually enjoy this part. Yeah, it's okay, baby. I know. It's part of the process. Then they go on their back for 5. We usually like to make sure that they're cradled so there's no fear. And then they get to have their paws onto a cold surface. So something cool to touch, because again, we would have that touch option. Whoops, we're losing one.
We are losing one.
Yeah, somebody got their reverse in action. And then we stimulate their paw pads. Just separate those little toe beans. Yep, just like that. And then right around between day 6 to day 10, we trim their nails for the first time. So they start getting used to that. And then part of it is also just inspecting, making sure everything is open, that they look healthy, that there's no signs of anything. Also at this point, we also check their umbilical healing, because the little umbilical cord drops off usually by about day 3. And if the dew claws have been removed, we check those sites as well, making sure there's no signs of infection. And then they're back to their little nest, and mama takes over. And so it's very limited interaction other than weighing. We weigh them too daily so that we can keep track of that weight.
Making sure they're growing. Yep.
Making sure they're growing, seeing patterns. You may have one of the smaller pups in the litter. They're getting the roly-polies today.
They're moving around. They're moving around.
Only gain a few ounces, where another puppy may gain 5 ounces per day, and it may seem like one is off in some area, but when you look back over the data, you can see that that's really their growth pattern. Because each of us grows differently, right?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
We're all different heights. Yep. We're all created differently. Puppies are the same. And so not all charts fit every puppy. And so we want to make sure that we are attentive to each puppy and how we raise them. So part of Omega, the whole program is really about foundations. It's about molding and shaping the puppies. This is a really fun stage because this is the very beginnings.
Just the little babies.
Yeah, just fun to be able to introduce them to these things and know that the outcomes, ENS has proven to have lower heart rates, greater response to stress in life.